Chapter 7. A Walk in the Forest. For several days, Hester Prynne waited for a chance to speak privately with Mr. Dimesdale. She would not go to this house because she was afraid of meeting Roger Chillingworth. Then she heard that the priest had gone to visit a family a little distance away and could be returning the next afternoon through the forest. "Come, Bert," she said the next day. "We are going for a walk in the forest." The three were tall and close together, and the path through them was dark and narrow under a grey sky. "Mother," said little Bert, "the sunshine does not love you. It runs away and hides itself because it was afraid of something on your bosom. But it will not run away from me, because I do not wear anything on my bosom yet." "And never will, my child, I hope," said Hester. "Now run away and catch the sunshine." Pearl ran off, and Hester smiled when she saw that her tail had found a circle of sunshine between the trees. But when Hester came near to it, Pearl said, "It will go now." Hester smiled. "Do. I can put out my hand and hold some of it." But when she put her hand into the circle, the sunshine disappeared. They walked on. Then Hester saw someone coming and said, "Go and play by the river, child, and leave me to speak to the gentleman who is coming." "Who is it?" said Bert. "Can you see?" said Hester. "It's the priest." "And he has his hand over his head," said Bert. "Come now, child, but not too far beyond the river." When Pearl had gone, Hester waited under the trees. The priest walked slowly, but he had almost gone by before Hester could find her voice. "Arthur Dimmesdale," she said quietly at first, then louder. "Arthur Dimmesdale." "Who speak?" he said. Turning quickly, he saw a shadow under the trees, and then he saw the Scarlet. "Hester! Hester Brown, is it you?" "It is me," she answered. He touched her hand, and his touch was as cold as death. They moved back into the shadows of the trees and sat down on a fallen branch. At first, they spoke of weather, the grey sky, the coming storm, but then the priest looked into Hester's eyes. "Have you found peace?" he said. She smiled slightly and looked down at her bosom. "Have you?" she asked. "No, nothing but misery," he answered. "But what else could I expect? Do you wear your scattered letter openly on your bosom, Hester? Mine burns in secret. It is good after these 7 years to tell to someone who knows the truth. If I had one friend, or even an enemy, whom I could talk to openly each day, then perhaps it would save me. But now it is a lie, a emptiness, a death." Hester Prynne looked into his face. "You have the friend that you wish for, someone to cry with you over your sin. You have me, your partner in sin." She hesitated, then went on. "And you have an enemy, and you live with him in the same house." The priest jumped out and put his hands over his hair. "What are you saying? An enemy?" he cried. "In the same house? What do you mean?" "Oh, Arthur," she cried, "forgive me in all the things except one. I have been true to you, but I agreed to keep a secret. I did it to save your position, Arthur, your work as a priest here in the town, but I cannot keep the secret anymore. I must tell you. The doctor, the old man they call Roger Chillingworth, he was my husband." The priest stared at her for a moment. A black, violent look on his face. Then he dropped down onto his knees and buried his face in his hands. "Why didn't I guess it?" he said quietly. "Or perhaps I did. The horror in my heart when I first saw him, and when I see him now. Why didn't I understand?" "Oh, Hester Prynne, you don't know the horror and shame this news brings me. He has been secretly laughing at my sick and guilty-hearted woman. I cannot forgive you for this." "You will forgive me," gasped Hester. "Let go punishment. You shall forgive me." She fell to her knees beside him, put her arms around him, and pulling his head against her bosom, now guaranteed that his face rested on the scarlet letter. She could not allow him to hate her. "For several long years, all the world has blamed and hated me," she thought. "But I shall die if this weak, sinful, unhappy man hates me too." "Will you forgive me, Arthur?" She reappeared again and again. "Don't hate me. Forgive me, please." "I forgive you, Hester," the priest replied at last. His voice was sad but not angry. "My God, forgive us both. We are not the worst sinners in the world. That old man's revenge has been blacker than our sins, Hester." "Yes," she whispered. "We love one another. We told each other." "Have you forgotten it?" "Shh, Hester," said Arthur Somerset, getting up from the ground. "No, I have not forgotten." Then sat down on the first branch, holding each other's hands. Around them, the trees were dark, and the branches moved noisily in the wind. "What will Roger Chillingworth do now?" asked the priest. "Will he continue to keep our secret?" "He has a secret nature, and I think he will," said Hester. "But he will doubtless find other ways to take revenge." "And me? How can I live in the same house, breathing the same air, with this deadly enemy?" said Mr. Dimesselt, his hand over his hair again. "Think for me, Hester. You are strong. Tell me what to do." "You must not stay with this devil man," said Hester. "But where can I go? I cannot hide from God," he said. "God will show mercy," replied Hester, "if you are strong enough to take revenge of it." "But be strong for me," he answered. "Advise me what to do." "Is this world so small, then?" said Hester, looking into his eyes. "Is there nothing beyond this little town? Walk a few miles from here, and the yellow leaves will show no signs of a white man's feet. There you can be free. A short journey will take you from a world where you have been miserable to one where you might still be happy. Then there is the sea. It brought you here, and if you choose, it can take you back again, perhaps to London, or to Germany, or France, or pleasant Italy. You will be beyond Roger Chillingworth there." "I cannot do it," answered the priest. "I cannot walk away and leave my work. Although my own soul is lost, I must do what I can to offer the human souls in my care. After 7 years of misery, you must leave it all behind you," said Hester, with passion in her voice. "Begin again. There is happiness to be enjoyed. There is good to be done. Change this false life for a true one. Teach, write, work among the Indians. Do anything in faith except lie down and die. Why wait another day in this place? Go now." "Oh, Hester," praised Arthur Dimesselt, "I am not strong enough not brave enough to go out into the wide, strange, difficult world alone. Sadly, hopelessly, he repeated the word. Alone, Hester. You shall not go alone, she answered, her voice a deep whisper.